I'm Bambi Francisco with this segment of Lessons for Entrepreneurs, and I'm speaking to Mark Pincus. He's the CEO and founder of Zynga. Mark, thank you for joining us.
Sure.
You have had quite a history as an entrepreneur. You raised $39 million for Zynga. You now have 45 million monthly users. Prior to that, you started Tribe, and you sold Tribe, a social network, to Cisco, and then you had SupportSoft, which is a software company that went public. So you have a lot of experience. For the entrepreneurs out there, give us 3 pieces of advice.
Let's see, 3 pieces of advice. I guess this is a little bit relevant to today's economy. I'd say number 1, well, okay. So number 1, I would say pick your macro first. So figure out a macro, like I like to call it, the body of water that will float all boats. So if you're right on the macro and you do a bad job on execution, you probably will still stumble into a good business. If you pick a bad macro and you execute, flawlessly, there's a good chance that it won't be a viable business. So my best friend started a chain of restaurants. Brilliantly creative, they were profitable, but restaurants was such a bad macro that he could never make money at it and create a big company. So he didn't have access to capital markets. So number 1 is start with a great macro that you believe in, because you'll probably get it wrong for a while, but if you pick the right macro. Number 2, I would start every company as a project, not a company. People are too, they walk around with their business plan, and if they get funding, they're going to go do it. And I would start every company as a project, and I would look to see positive indicators of traction around your business before you really commit and go all in. So if you treat your company like a good hand of poker, you don't play every hand, and by folding a lot of hands, you don't waste your chips or your time on mediocre and bad hands.
Some people say fail fast.
Fail fast. So maybe we can say point number 2 is fail fast. And then number 3, when you do find all of the stars aligned, that it's a good macro and you've got a good hand, then go all in. And go all in means raise as much money as you can, keep top grading, keep bringing in the best possible people, and go for the long-term win. Like, really think about how does the strategy and the game play out long-term, and how do you position the company for the long-term.
You sound like a poker player. Okay. Mark, thank you so much. It's such very useful information as an entrepreneur myself. Thanks for sharing your insights.
Sure.
I've been speaking with Mark Pincus. He's the CEO and founder of Zynga. I'm Bambi Francisco.